going?
Yeah, I'm alright. How are you, mate?
Good. In this lovely
Good.
Tuesday.
It is a lovely Tuesday, yeah. I asked how are you though, but you just said it's a lovely Tuesday.
It's a lovely
I
Tuesday,
guess,
yes.
So,
I am doing relatively well in my day.
in your lovely Tuesday.
In my lovely Tuesday, yeah.
In the time when I was born,
Lived the man, sailed the sea.
Jeez.
and on a Tuesday morn,
In a lovely
Yellow
submarine.
I've been trying to hide my multi-tool under my jacket this whole time. I'm only just remembering to take it off.
Damn, what are you, Batman?
Yeah.
I can't walk around carrying a knife.
Are you carrying a multi-tool knife or are you just happy to see me?
Erectile dysfunction.
I guess it wasn't a knife.
No.
Oh, actually, it'll be the other way.
Yeah, no. Are you just sad to see me?
Mm-hmm.
Aha, eat
You
shit.
called that a knife? This is a knife.
How much was that?
This was actually 65 at Bunnings. New.
Oh, brand new.
Yeah.
Damn, shout out to
Yeah.
Bunnings, not
Shout
sponsored.
out to Bunnings.
Very
Shout out to
stiff. I should
Snag.
probably lube it up. But,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Get some WD-40.
It's got a few handy tools.
Gotta love the WD-40, mate.
Yeah. Headphones.
How are you?
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, me too. It's been alright. We've been we're trying to get like a new housemate because
yeah.
the person subleasing their things expiring.
They're
I'm gonna
least.
get a new person. So we're like cleaning up the house and shit. And I guess I'm gonna have to do some interviews.
Yeah. Ain't
So
that
anyone
fun?
out there, if you're looking for a house, I'm not
Well,
gonna dox
yeah.
where I live.
What's your price
But
range?
hit me up in the DMs and then I'll give you more
Email
information.
us and we'll
Yeah.
hit you up.
freeunholythings@gmail.com.
And we'll take a commission cut. Right?
Use of assets.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to.
See?
I did have a topic I wanted to bring forth,
Mm-hmm.
and that topic is a contentious one for some reason, but also like, well, we'll get to it. Anyway, Assassin's Creed Shadows. As many of you may know, I am a pretty big Assassin's Creed fan. Even though I hate Ubisoft and I kind of hate Assassin's Creed, but I love Assassin's Creed and it's my favorite franchise, gaming wise. Yeah.
But you
I
hate the
just-
French.
Huh?
You hate the French.
Yeah. Well, Ubisoft is like just a piece of shit company. Like
True, I hate their launcher.
their launcher.
Mm.
Oh, shit's gonna get worse. Trust me, because they're doing a whole. If you're into Assassin's, I know you're not into Assassin's Creed, but hypothetically, if you were, they're doing.
I
this
have played
big-
a bit of it that I didn't finish the game.
Yeah, I know you have. as well, right?
theoretically speaking,
I remember you
I
played
did-
some Unity or some shit.
when it was free
Yeah,
on Epic.
Yeah.
but,
Back in my Epic days, oh god.
they're trying to make Assassin's Creed into like a Fortnite thing, where it's like
Yo.
they're building this platform called Assassin's Creed Infinity, and then you got like the different game modes inside it, like Fortnite, and they're just gonna be different entire games, I guess.
Okay. But like you got the one big game with the mini games inside.
But I don't really understand it because it's not like it's one big game; it's a platform.
That's just a launcher.
Subscription model.
Fortnite's not really. Fortnite's not really a game; it's a launcher, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. And then you've got like the actual games inside, like Lego Fortnite, like Battle Royale, fucking
Yeah.
PB
whatever.
or whatever. I feel like I'm out of touch, old man, talking about this fucking Fortnite shit.
me to Moisty Myers.
Exactly.
True. Hotstar. Prime.
Yeah.
Time.
But yeah, this Assassin's Creed launcher, I hate it. It's a terrible idea because it's trying to make it into a whole live service bullshit. They want to sell you a mini battle pass to call it projects or whatever. So as part of this, the first game they announced, trailer dropped. It's Assassin's Creed Shadows,
Legend.
Shadows.
which is everyone's pretty excited because everyone, like, that's the one everyone wants, right? Because it's in
Yeah.
Japan and everyone's like, "Ooh, Japan." But damn,
Oh
there's been a
my
lot of
God.
discourse around this.
They ruined my Japanese adventure.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of like
Discord.
mostly not Japanese people, want to add, by the way, mostly not Japanese people coming out and
Yeah.
being like, hey, what the fuck? Because so it features two protagonists, right? Naoi, he's like I might have gotten her name wrong, but she's like
Mari.
I think I was thinking of Maui from Moana.
Yeah.
I think her name's Naoi. Anyway, she's like
Naomi
a
or
shinobi from this like
from
countryside village or
Naruto.
something. And then you've got Yasuke, who is a African samurai. He came to Japan as
On
like
a
a slave, and then on a boat.
He's a boat.
He didn't come by
person.
planes
Yeah, no.
the whole time. And
No,
it's
they
kind of like
swam.
Shogun. He's kind of basically like he came as a foreigner, and then he ended up, befriending the local dude.
We need one like
Yeah.
that. Maybe they'll be a dickhead too.
Anyway, he's a real dude, by the way. This is a true story.
Based on historical events.
So obviously, this is like the trailer's getting mass downvotes or whatever because everyone just doesn't want to play as a black person.
So you go on Reddit and you type, "Oh my God, they ruined my Japanese Unity game.
Yeah.
They're black. Where's my Naruto?"
And so there's a lot of things to dissect here. So there are people going like, "Oh, this is historically inaccurate." Firstly, no one's ever given a shit about the historical accuracy of any Assassin's Creed title
Yes.
before. It's only this time that suddenly it's a big issue. Secondly, very funny thing, the Wikipedia page for Yasuke got overrun by Assassin's Creed dickheads, and basically
They're
his entire
changing the
bio everything's just been
history.
stripped to he was never a samurai.
Yeah.
If you actually go look at the Wikipedia page, it's kind of funny because it got fucked over.
Yeah.
But actual like proper Wikipedia's not trustworthy anyway because this is
Yeah.
proof anyone can edit, right? But like actual proper sites and stuff like Britannica and all of the
Yeah,
proper
citation.
things, they do say he was a samurai or like close to a samurai, like
a
one of-
Ronin motherfucker,
Yeah.
you know?
So for those people like saying that that's not historically accurate, do your fucking research. I don't understand where these people are getting it from, but it is a real thing. And then there's people who are like, well, why are you making a game set in Japan but you can't play as a Japanese character? Bro, there's literally two protagonists. The other character's Japanese, but just because she's a woman, everyone just immediately forgot that she even
didn't
exists. So this is the fan that I'm unfortunately a part of, but I fucking hate it.
But you know
I
what's
hate these
smart
fucking
though?
dickheads. What? Yeah.
It's working towards the favor of the characters because she's a shinobi and they're supposed to hide.
Yes. So
plain
this,
sight.
and this is the fucking
In plain sight.
Yeah, that's funny. But also the like genuine thing about that, people are like, well, a black samurai, he can't fucking be sneaky and stealthy and be an assassin. He's so noticeable. He's a black dude. Yes, that is the fucking actual point. That's what the developers of the game said. He's meant to be. So it's kind of like it's kind of interesting what they're doing. They're kind of going for the shinobi. They're going to do the Assassin's Creed old stuff, like the stealth and whatever. And kind of like with Yasuke, they're kind of doing the new RPG. Like the Assassin's Creed Odyssey and stuff, where they're just like more brawlers and stuff. So it actually directly factors into gameplay and all of that. But the fucking idiots don't understand that. And from my understanding, Yasuke, I don't think he will become an assassin at any point. Like, that's just...
He's the samurai.
Code of Honor. What is it called? There's a name for the Code of Honor, right?
Bushido?
Yeah, that's the Bushido Code.
The Bushido Code. It's like the Da Vinci Code, but Japanese.
Make it.
But yeah, man, fuck Assassin's Creed fans. Actual fucking dumbasses.
Yes.
Whereas, like, my concerns about the game stem from, like, stuff that they, like, all of the weird Assassin's Creed Infinity stuff and, like, all of the...
Yeah.
The way there's an interesting thing they've said about how, like, seasons are going to directly affect the game, right? Like, in winter, like, lakes will freeze over so you can't swim in them, and it changes and affects the gameplay, right? But then it made me think, when they say seasons, do they mean, like, just seasons, or do they mean like battle pass seasons? You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah.
It just
Seasons
seems
affecting
weird
gameplay.
because this is meant to be a fully fledged like Odyssey type like big Assassin's Creed game for single player.
Yeah.
Why they try to do mini battle passes? It doesn't work. I don't know.
They're gonna have updates and DLC.
DOC.
Well, like DLC's fine. Well, they have a season, not a season. Yeah, a season pass, right? Not a battle
Yeah.
pass. The battle pass. They also apparently do a battle pass, but I mean,
Yeah.
a season pass is the one which is you pay one time, you get all the expansions.
Uh-huh.
Which is actually a question I wanted to ask you guys. What are your thoughts on the season passes? Ubisoft's the only company that still does that. No one else does anymore.
Well, they do like game passes and live service game. That same thing.
That's like, what do you mean?
Fortnite battle.
Yeah, battle pass is a different thing. So a season pass is when you pay one time. You just sort of
For all
recurring
the-
subscription.
All the deals.
You pay one time and you get expansions.
Yeah.
Not cosmetics, it's expansions, right? So it's like the DLCs.
That can only happen when they come out with expansion.
Yeah. So you pay them one time up front, and then as expansions keep. Yeah, because as every Assassin's Creed game has expansions. They're
Yeah.
like. It's not like they're going to. Yeah.
Okay.
It's different from. A battle pass is just cosmetic bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not any more game.
Which is ironic because it's called a battle pass.
Yeah.
But can you get the expansions separately?
Yeah, but I think it's cheaper to get the bundle.
Yeah.
Which I personally don't really see that much of. It's apparently a very contentious thing. People hate season passes, but like I feel like they're a good way to kind of just get all of the content cheaper, right? If you're a person that you know you're gonna buy the DLC anyway,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you might as well just get. Oh, yeah, actually. I was going to say, you might as well just buy make a bundle deal, but that's not really what it's about. It's about having it for across everything.
I'd rather get a banh mi.
Play a Seinfeld riff.
I'd rather get a
Yeah.
grundle.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just basically, get all the expansions in one thing, I guess that.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
that's
it's
how
not
old
mandatory.
games used to do it. Like
You can still do that, like on Steam, and there's a game. They have all the DLC. You can just buy all the DLC, discounted price, sure. But you can buy separate.
yeah.
I don't see what's wrong with that if you're not getting forced to buy it.
Yeah, you're not really like
Yeah.
they've got multiple tiers of like the game you can buy, right? They've got like normal, they've got deluxe, they've got gold. Gold is like $200 though, so it's like
No.
that's the one that comes with the season pass because the season pass is like the price of a game,
We want to
Okay.
support Ubisoft now,
which I think is
do
too
we?
much. But yeah, nah, fuck Ubisoft. I usually wait till like everything's just come out and then I'll buy everything together. Because
Yeah.
the way they kind of do it is if you want to get the game bundled in with the season pass, you buy the gold edition.
Mhm.
And so for some reason, at least on PlayStation, if you're getting like an older Assassin's Creed game, like even like fucking Valhalla or whatever from a couple of years ago, you can get the gold edition usually cheaper than the base edition because the base edition usually just stays at the $100.
Yeah.
And then sales usually go for the gold for maybe like $20, so you'll just get everything so much cheaper. But yeah,
All right. Interesting business model.
yeah.
It's business. It's just business.
And personally, I think season passes, like, they make more sense, especially for like a single player game, because it's I don't know. Live service is such a broad term, right? Because like,
Yeah.
I do want my games supported, and like, if it's a game that I like and I want to spend more time with, more content, the better, in my opinion. But I guess.
But like, I mean, back in the day, you don't have to be live service to have updates. That means the game's still supported.
Well, technically, like, if it's a multiplayer game that's being updated, it is technically a live service. But I guess live service nowadays means there has to be a monetary gain for the company, right? They need to be making
and it's
like
usually
cosmetics and
always online. It has to be connected online
shit. Yeah.
in today's society.
Well, for a multiplayer game, obviously.
Yes,
but like,
in even single player, they be
Yeah.
like they want to always update the whatever door or something.
Yeah, so that's the live service, right? Because you constantly got
Minecraft
the
store.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't make sense for us. I still don't. I will never understand why there needs to be a store in a single player game. And Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed has done this for the past 3 games.
COD Mobile.
I don't understand.
No,
Well,
wait,
COD's
COD.
an online game. COD's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Why did I think COD
Well,
was
COD's
single
actually set the standard, right? Because you know how COD
Yeah.
HQ is the
Yeah.
thing that all of the new CODs, they all run through the same like launcher thing, the
Mm.
COD
Oh,
HQ or whatever.
yeah.
That's what Assassin's Creed wants to do with their Infinity thing,
I see.
and Fortnite does that. So fuck these games.
COD, they trying to
It's
copy
the new
COD.
Yeah,
They
gen,
not like
uh,
COD. They not like COD.
Yeah,
that's real.
the new gen alpha gaming.
But yeah. Anyway, my point being, I am pretty worried about how this game's going to turn out because of the live service sort of implications to do with the Infinity. I'm like, is this going to be like a... I really don't get how they're going to do a live service without it being multiplayer, essentially, because like... I never buy the cosmetics when I play a single-player game anyway, because what
Mhm.
the fuck's the point?
It look cool.
Yeah. Maybe if I wanted to like support the developers, but fuck, I'm not supporting
No.
Ubisoft.
No. Speaking of supporting developers, we can move on to a lighter note.
Oh yeah, sorry, just
Hey,
quickly on the back of
nah.
that. But my point being was, yeah, I'm worried about it, but not for the reasons that the rest of the community is, because fuck, Assassin's Creed fans are pretty racist.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
I think that's just every person
Racist.
on the planet Earth.
What's that one
I mean,
video
there are
of
some.
the US politician? Racist, sexist, homophobic.
There's some
Homophobic.
senator from like Alabama.
Are they? And then they're just like listing off all of the isms.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
isms be. Well, what's the context of that?
I don't know the context of the clip. I just know he spits out some random
Yeah,
things
he's
like,
spitting. He's
what me and my friends talk about every single day: racism, homophobicism.
yeah,
What the fuck?
homophobes. That's what we talk about on this
Yeah, that's
podcast.
true. That's true.
Yeah. What's the lighter note you're talking about?
Yeah.
Stardew Valley is releasing a cookbook.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if
Can
I'm
you-
gonna get it because I still haven't played the fucking board game after 3 years.
Is it for the board
Oh.
game?
No, it's just a thing. But I haven't played the
Yo,
board
surely
game,
bring
which
the
is why
board
like
game around. We could do a little.
we could,
Yeah.
we could.
So it's gonna be recipes from the game.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, algae soup,
It's not just
Okay.
moss
seaweed.
soup.
But is it like stuff you could actually cook yourself?
Yeah. There's a lucky lunch, which is star fruit, blue jazz, which is a kind of flower, and sea cucumber
Yummy.
in the game at least.
We got the Bluey cookbook at our house, so
Oh,
Wow. What did they eat on the show?
I think it's cake
Oh,
They don't eat dog food.
and other stuff.
no,
Nah,
no,
they're just
no.
like us, dude.
They
They're not
They're
like
just like us.
they on those
just
simple
like-
carbohydrates, man.
Damn, they don't eat cake. That household.
They're just like Marie Antoinette.
Yeah.
Some motherfucker was thought "Let them eat cake" was a Winston Churchill quote.
Base.
Like he said
And
that
he's
in the
like-
war.
Wait,
Yeah.
did he actually say that? And then he realized this is some crazy Mandela effect thing where he always thought Winston Churchill said "Let them eat cake."
I don't think that's a Mandela effect because that would be more people are thinking that, right?
Oh,
Mandela
right.
effect on
Mandela
one
effect is
guy.
when multiple
Yeah,
people.
if it's
right.
one guy, then it's not really.
It's-
It's,
it's
just him.
just-
It's just
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
effect.
It's just
The
None of the
man.
Della, just man effect.
Martin
Yeah.
Luther effect. That's good. Binging with Babish would be on that book. Maybe. He's done risk.
Yeah, maybe. I actually don't know if Binging with Babish has. I don't know if they've ever done it. Do they do gaming stuff?
They do. They do like
Yeah.
they've done like a Zelda thing, I think.
Yeah. All
I've
right.
seen that one.
Should get them to get on the Stardew Valley cookbook then.
Yeah.
Do a collab.
Hey.
As if I'm gonna be the one collabing with them. Should do a collab.
No, you should do a video. You should cook something from the book. Then we
Yeah,
can
you
eat
could
it.
do your own
Yeah.
little Binging with Babish type beat.
It comes out in July. It's $55. Got to pre-order.
I download the PDF.
Ah,
I bet you want a physical book, right?
I want to support the creator.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if because I know you're a huge, I reckon you get it.
I reckon it.
You want to support Dimmock.
Yeah.
Especially now that I'm actually getting paychecks.
Oh,
Ain't
The
that?
money.
Now you
After
too can go to Childish Gambino.
Damn. 6 out of
something with
10,
that
fella.
again.
That's good. That's a good score. Remember Fantasia 5 average 6 good?
Yeah. But remember when you asked me what do you
Yeah,
And
no,
T-
you didn't
asked
say
me,
that.
I just said 6 out of 10.
You predicted it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. But yeah.
He's great. You know what else is 6 out of
Yeah,
10?
you gotta bring out that board game sometime.
Break out the bowl game.
We have our board game night sometimes where we
Yeah?
just play that one Star Wars game.
Yeah.
And I keep winning.
Did you might have won the last game, I can't remember.
No, I think I ran out of shit.
All I remember was we were riding PBL jersey.
You did.
Yeah.
No, you found my planet. That's
Oh, yeah. And you had no one on your fucking
Yeah.
planet.
Who's Drake and who's Kendrick in the Star Wars canon?
who's hating?
Huh?
Palpatine's a hater. He
Yeah.
hates.
Well, the Empire be hated. Like, that's kind of like the whole vibe.
They not like us.
Yeah, use. What's the Palpatine? Use your anger. Anakin. Let the anger flow through you.
Are you trying to do some tube and throat singing?
Oh, that's what Palpatine sounds like. Because he's old and
Yeah.
old man.
Yeah.
You got a bit of that growl. Rawr.
Ubisoft has a Star Wars game coming out in August.
Oh.
I don't know if we ever talked about that one,
Squadron.
but Star Wars Outlaws. No, that's EA. That was EA Squadrons. They don't have the
Damn.
license anymore.
So Ubisoft got it.
Well, it's now like open.
Snatched it up.
Disney. Bill.
I mean, Disney, yeah, obviously they're the
Or
big
they're just
dogs.
letting anyone do a Star Wars game.
Like Disney, I think they go on case by case basis.
Okay. Gee.
Yeah.
We think Ubisoft is most well equipped to develop a game of this type.
There was a lot of controversy around that actually because behind like the season pass or like a pre-order bonus or some shit, they might have locked away like a Jabba the Hutt mission or something.
When you
people
play
like
as
the-
Jabba the Hutt, you just slide
You
around.
slide
Yeah, it ain't very flat.
Chop.
You wanna play with my knife?
No, it's alright. I feel like I would just
Yeah.
like cut myself.
Yeah, as long as you don't touch the knife part, you can play with the pliers.
Damn.
So don't like
Like a
pinch
fidget.
your
Well, I like to fidget, you know that.
Oh.
Oh.
Shit.
Play
Like
with
a
my
little mouse. It's
wide
like a little
dentist
birdie, yeah.
time.
baby shark.
Baby shark.
Yoink, 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 yoink.
All right.
Speaking of sharks,
Yeah. Well, before we get there, I'm just gonna quickly go through some stuff that I watched this
news.
week. Last night I watched the movie Mad Max from 1980
oh,
something.
you did the OG.
It's so bad, but like
It's fun.
it sort of is, but it's also kind of just like it's so weirdly paced, right? Because
It
it's
is.
only an hour and a half. From the synopsis, I thought because the synopsis of the movie's like, oh, his friends and family are killed or whatever, then he has to go on
Yeah.
a revenge spree. That's legitimately the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Yes.
So up until that point, nothing happens.
He drives around in the desert.
No, most of the time, I was so confused because he's not even in the movie. Really, it's mostly Goose.
Yeah.
He has like 10 minutes of screen time up until the ending.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mel Gibson, which good, because fuck Mel Gibson. But also,
Yeah.
I feel like it did not live up to the title of Mad Max because he wasn't really mad.
He's mad at the end.
A little bit, and that's only because one guy said, "You're bad," while he was like left to die. or something.
Because I'm bad.
Well, they got the scene at the start where he's with his wife. Something. They're like, yeah, I love my wife.
I think that's in like the middle-ish. But
The
yeah,
middle.
I know what you're talking about, yeah. Because I watched it
Yeah,
last
yeah.
night, that's true. But yeah.
Yeah, that movie wasn't very good, was it?
It's not, but it's not like even... I don't know, Mad Max is a weird franchise, because I feel like when most people think of Mad Max, obviously they think of Fury Road first.
Yeah.
And then maybe like Beyond the Thunderdome, or... I don't think anyone actually thinks of that first Mad Max movie, because it's so different from what comes later.
I do, because that's the only one I've watched.
Do you know? You can join me in my watching of the series if you want.
Yeah.
I reckon before you see
because we gotta watch
Furiosa,
this,
I'm
we
gonna
gotta see
add
the
to the
new one.
list. You guys should watch Fury Road because of the context of that.
Yeah.
That's the only one like that's like actually connected because all of
Fury
them
Road.
they're all different. They're all like
Yeah.
different timelines.
You know,
Do you know
the
about
first?
that? Yeah.
Or are they different?
Well, yeah, because it's like the same character, but not really. Because I think the
It's a
vibe
reboot.
is it's meant to be like folklore. So kind of just like changes, and it's like because logically Max would be like a fucking old man by the time you get to like Fury Road and shit. But
Yeah.
it's like nah, kind of like different.
Funny thing about the
Furries.
first movie is it's like seaside Sydney or something, or like
Yeah,
New South Wales.
yeah. I can't remember. I actually looked at a lot of behind the scenes, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
All I know is all of the stunts were like practical, right?
Yeah.
And done illegally.
They don't have a license
Yeah.
permit. Some shit.
Yippee!
And then I know there's this one stunt guy that kept like getting into dangerous situations, but never getting too injured. I think,
We didn't die.
and he's done like stunts throughout all of the movies.
And like they have actual roads and shit in the movie
Yeah,
that look like country road.
yeah. I've kind of like, yeah. To us as Australians, right? We kind of just think about that as
That's
like the
just
fucking
a
80s or whatever.
Yeah, 80s bendy.
Yeah. They were wild in the
To the
80s.
foreigners, it's like, oh, this is nearly post-apocalyptic,
Yeah.
I guess. That's
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: if you were a foreigner during that time, you'd have been watching a dubbed version of the movie because they would
In
understand Australian accents.
America.
Yeah,
Oh. Wow.
it's so Australian, like actually.
Yeah.
Local
I love
talent.
me wife, the missus.
We love local people. Local jobs for local people.
Oh, and the fucking bikers are so goofy.
Yeah.
They're like,
Gorge.
there's one scene where they go to park their cars and shit, and then they all kind of walk off, and then I just see one of them just start dancing with another guy, just like holding hands and going like this. Then
This
someone
was
starts, and then another shot in
crazy.
the very background, you can see a guy just wrestling a dog, but I think the dog's pinning him. So like, I don't,
He's loose.
because apparently all of the actors had invented their own storylines for themselves while they were doing the
Oh, they got into their own character.
yeah.
Mm.
And they all like live together, the gang, which are the
Yeah.
shoot and stuff.
Wow, there's a bunch of goofy guys.
It's a really interesting, actually. I feel like the behind the scenes story is more interesting than the actual movie
Yeah.
because it's not a great movie, but like it spawns a lot, right?
Mhm.
Like a lot of stuff comes from it. Like Fury Road, when you get there, that's like one of the best action movies of all time.
Mm.
If you're familiar,
I'm not familiar.
you're not familiar, but yeah, because that's like non-stop, just like one long chase for the entire runtime.
No, yeah.
But like cool
Right.
action. Someone plays a guitar and like fire comes out.
Yo.
It's pretty sick. Yeah. And there's Morton Joe, you know, the funny guy with the mask.
My name is Morton.
I think.
My
And I know
name
that in
Morton.
the franchise there are actors that play like multiple characters or some shit, but aren't the same character
Mm.
because I think they just run out of people.
Oh, yeah.
My name Jeff.
Name Jeff.
But anyway, yeah. So that wasn't great, but like interesting movie. Just a peek into a window of time.
What's behind the square window? Oh, what's behind the circle?
I also watched a movie. I watched Boy Kills World, which is a new movie. It's very Guns Akimbo. Like super Guns Akimbo. The entire time I was going, damn, this takes me back to when we first started our channel.
Did it have Danny Radcliffe?
Nah, it was
Count on Daniel
one of the
Radcliffe for nostalgia.
Skarsgårds, but it's like Old Boy in terms of the plot, kind of,
Okay.
Oh,
but also the Hunger Games
he
kind of like
fucked his
smashed together.
daughter.
I won't spoil anything, but there is like they have a twist that's sort of like that, but not as groundbreaking as that, obviously.
That sounds like
There's-
a redneck song. So he fucked his daughter.
Yeah. Old Boy's such a fucking good movie though. Like
That's
that
cool.
twist is like iconic. Like oh, but anyway, I thought it was really. I think it was really good actually. People hate it online, but it's like got some really cool action. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's like the main part, and I kind of enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
The way Brad. Guns Akimbo, that's an action thing.
with some old boy elements,
Yeah.
and maybe they've got a bit of a Hunger Games vibe as well.
Cats and shooting dual revolver.
The dual revolvers, yeah, and very violent stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
The Hunger Games, but I have a Glock.
The other thing that I watched was a movie
Yeah.
called Mulholland Drive. I don't know if you heard of this film.
No.
It's one of the classics from 2001, mate. David Fincher. No, David Lynch.
Damn, David
The
Lynch.
other David.
The other inch.
You know David Lynch? He does. He did Twin Peaks, and that's all I remember.
Yeah, did that.
Yeah. But yeah, he kind of does like weird vibey movies, I guess. And this movie was fucking weird. The ending was just like, what the fuck's going on? And I looked into the backstory, and it was like, bro wanted to make a TV show, but after making the pilot, they were like, fuck off. So he was like, oh damn, and then he added a random ending. So I guess people have been trying to interpret this movie for years. I stand by the theory that he was just angry. So he just made a fucking bullshit ending.
Maybe he was.
Well, who's he angry at?
Society.
Ah,
Damn.
see, yeah.
The film industry, maybe. I don't know.
Bitch is your movie.
I mean, it's just a theory. It's my own
Yeah.
theory. Like, I don't know if it's like, yeah.
Remember, I also
Yeah, what did
outside.
you watch?
I watched the new 2 episodes from Doctor Who.
She is
Yeah.
it good? Is it good?
Kind of like, I thought it was okay, but you know, if it is a weird, it's a weird phase now, the Doctor Who universe, where it feels like a Disney,
Because it is a Disney
because
thing,
it's a
yeah.
Disney.
Which I still don't.
It's
So
not
how
a
did that
bad
happen?
thing, but it's
Yeah.
just more like it's more like less, I guess, dark. Even though Doctor Who's not very dark in the first place.
I don't know. Doctor Who sometimes gets dark.
Yeah, it gets dark, but it's not.
Wait,
Dark.
Doctor Who is dark. Shut the fuck up. When I was a little
Yeah.
kid, okay, I watched that. I watched like you know, the Dollhouse episode in season 6 or
Yeah.
something. Scared the shit out of me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that darkness is gone. It's been shined
silence,
bright
remember all
with that
shit?
Disney light from above, and like I think the first episode had baby.
What? That's so. What?
No, like they had
Baby
they're on a
squirrel.
spaceship with only babies.
That's kind of fun.
Baby
It's fun.
battalion.
I guess they're putting more fun
Fun
things
into it, yeah.
instead of like scary alien.
One day I'll catch up.
Yeah, but like
So yeah.
but they still have they're doing the new, I guess not, I guess a plot where it's still like, the Doctor, I'm the new Doctor, but still, it's sad because my past be sad, it's sad. So
Yeah.
there's that darkness, but not like
I mean, that's just the Doctor Who
Yeah.
character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they got that in, still got that. But yes, more Disney.
You
More
like the
bright light.
Doctor?
You know what? He doing the alright job. So
I mean, he's the boy from
doing
Sex
alright.
Education.
Mr. Newty.
You should add him to the.
Unholy
what's
Trinity.
that? I don't know. Our fucking fan account. Put the.
Oh
Just turn
yeah,
it to a Doctor Who fan
Doctor
account.
Who season 13 fan count.
Isn't this 14
14.
or 15?
Morphine.
Oh
How
yeah.
many
If you
seasons?
count every.
White people's One
Oh, they do
Piece.
reference the old Doctor. They had the Abbey Road episode. They went to London in the 60s. They were like, "Oh, I used to live there."
I heard it wasn't as big of a deal as they made it
Nah,
out to.
it was a
initially.
passing scene. They were like, "Oh, John."
Oh.
They
Wait,
were
are
in
the Beatles in it?
Yeah, but fake Beatle. But they went to the actual Abbey Road building. Yeah, they made a reference to be like, "Oh, I used to live there,"
Did he?
like a reference to like the first season
Of
in
Doctor
the
Who?
60s. Yeah,
Oh shit. Have you seen all the old stuff?
no,
Fair.
maybe I will. Some
Maybe, yeah.
watching a 60s British television series. Would it be funny? Or would it be just, yes, I am the Doctor. I go to space. This is my granddaughter.
Probably.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I am not a real doctor. I'm a space. Curse you, Dalek. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Exterminate, exterminate.
Yeah, that's what they
I
sound
think
like.
that's how the show would go.
Do you remember that episode where Clara was trapped in a Dalek and she was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, let me out," but then she kept saying "exterminate." That's pretty
That's
funny.
the only thing they say.
Yeah.
Quite. See, that was kind of dark.
Yeah.
Or like sad.
Well, no, that episode was actually pretty dark because he did decide whether he's going to kill a kid or not
Yeah.
because of the future implications of what the kid will do.
See, I don't know if this season's gonna get that intense because of the Disneyfication.
Yeah.
What are we saying? Doctor Who wouldn't kill baby Hitler?
Probably contemplated that.
Well,
Because
probably
of the
not,
timey-wimey
that's
nonsense.
not. But also, yeah, Hitler's also a human, and Doctor Who's kind of thinking more on like bigger, grander scale.
Easy, yeah. And they'll probably create some funny paradox.
Yeah.
Because that always happens in this show, really. Oh, you can't do that. Paradox, in it.
Yeah.
But then somehow he finds a way.
But yeah.
Even do we? Well, maybe.
Sometimes the Doctor has a lot of bullshit in it there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like, you know, the Doctor might not have been born and if Hitler didn't die.
Well, the Doctor's
No, the
not from
Doctor's he's like a million-year-old alien man.
But butterfly effect, maybe one bit of radiation from Earth would not have reached there and caused one specific sperm to get in the alien
Oh.
egg. Just see what?
Well,
Yes.
the Doctor Who is older than Hitler.
Probably yes.
True,
Yeah.
true that.
Yeah, that's Doctor Who.
Timey-wimey.
I also watched the. Remember when I sent a post of like, oh hell no, not this anime movie again. Like
No,
2 weeks. I
I
watched
can't
that
remember.
movie, but online. That apparently came out a year ago.
What movie was that?
The Bunny Girls Senpai
Hey,
movie
no fucking
2.
way you watched that shit. Nah, because I had someone text me about that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, apparently they're only showing that now on theaters. Saw the Hoyt's ad. I'm like,
Was
damn.
that the one we watched together?
We watched the first movie
Okay.
where I thought, damn, that's some bullshit end, or like that's some bullshit solution to whatever was happening.
Yeah.
It was also a timey one.
Yeah.
They went like back in time. In this one, main guy goes, damn, my sister kind of
Busted respectfully?
not busting her
Oh,
respect.
not
I
busting
think
respect.
I just remembered while in the middle of the movie what happened previously, but sister had amnesia. And then she developed a personality, a new personality outside of her old personality because amnesia.
Mate, you're sounding exactly like a Donkey video that came out recently.
Yeah. Well, I
Do you
didn't.
know
I
what I'm
haven't been
talking
watching
about?
Donkey,
Nah.
but now I realize I kind of sound like Donkey with this form of speech.
Yeah.
But all right, sister has amnesia, new personality. Brother man be like, you kind of busting respectfully now because you sucked back in the day.
Okay. Yeah.
But then she got like bonked in the head again or something, and then her old personality
Bonk.
came back, and like he was like, all right, you back. But you know,
Cool.
but she had amnesia in the first place because like she got like social anxiety and shit, and like traumatic things in the head.
Yeah.
Traumatic things, fam.
Yeah,
And it
you know,
caused
the
traumatic
condensed
things.
things, you know, made her forget and shit.
Yeah.
But now she's back, and the family trying to get her to assimilate back into society, you know. But she's like, nah, I hate. And he's
Real.
like, damn, that's all right. You can do it at your own pace. I'll help you out. And she's like, all right, cool. That happens. Yada yada yada. Kind of boring. She goes like, oh no, but it's scary. I don't want to go to school. And then
Why are
brother,
you so invested in this narrative? What is good about
then the
this?
brother's like,
Leave
it's
some
I,
spoilers for the rest of us.
it's I, kid, because you won't watch the movie, so I'll just describe the movie.
I might watch it. I
Would
love
you
seeing kid go back to school because of amnesia.
Yeah. And the brother's like, yeah, do what you want, man. And
Bro,
then she's like, come on, man. I thought you was cool and all. Do you hate me because I'm not the new me? Which was the old me, but the new me from who's gone.
It's actually very similar to a plotline in X-Men
Yeah,
97, which
yeah.
yeah.
And he's like, no, but she's like, nah, I know it. And then he's like, I guess so. And then she cried.
Damn. What a great
Cry baby.
sounding movie. Would you
And
rather
then-
watch that or Mad Max?
Probably Mad Max.
Yeah.
She
And then she's like, all right, fuck your school. I don't want to go to your school. That was the new old me's dream. I'm not the new old me. I'm the old me.
okay.
Old me.
So he's like, cool. All right, I hope you are anyway, because I'm a good bro. Let's go to this funny school for kids.
With amnesia.
For kids with who can't assimilate to society.
Because of
Is
amnesia.
that just like Blackburn Chinese school?
Sure, whatever that means. But it was like, oh, I know this idol kid. She's kind of nutty like you, so like can be friends with her. She goes to the school,
And it was a school of squirrels. They're all nutty.
yeah, and then
That's
she's
true.
like, damn, this kind of neat. I can go to class online, and stay at home, and not talk to people. Damn, gee, man, you know what I'm saying? But make friends. And it's all fixed. Everyone's happy. He's happy. He's like, yeah,
All fixed.
yeah.
Everyone happy.
As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Yeah. But
Wait, so
then
this isn't. Oh, okay.
cliffhanger to the next movie. I guess they're like, hey. So he's in this beach or something. Well, there's a foreshadowing earlier in like the first scene in the movie for some reason. It's like, huh, this kid looks a lot like my girlfriend. He goes up, hey kid, what are you doing here? And kid's like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, why is he dating a kid?
Now he has a girlfriend, but he finds a kid that girlfriend.
Suspicious.
Then kid's like, who the fuck are you, mister? He's like, hey, you look like so and so. She's like, that's my name, bitch. He's like, huh. Movie end.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, the whole series is about like supernatural things happening to people around this man, including
Amnesia.
the amnesia sister and
Time travel.
the time travel bit from the last movie,
Yeah.
and I guess kid girlfriend.
Damn. That sounds great. Kid girlfriend. Cool.
Yeah, so that movie I give it a 5.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, right.
Maybe like it wasn't very interesting. It's like amnesia. That's that.
All right. We're gonna have to get into
Oh.
these review.
Demon Slayer.
You watched Demon Slayer?
The first episode of Hashira Training Arc came out.
Oh shit! Wait, don't tell me. I still haven't caught up yet. I still haven't caught up.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah,
get
we
on
haven't
that.
watched season 3 of Who.
Nah, and I also need to watch. I forgot the Love Is War movie. I still need to watch that.
Can I just say as well, I don't follow this. The only reason I found out about it was because it was on the homepage.
Yeah, man.
Otherwise, I would not have known.
Do you want to watch the Love Is War movie? I think I've watched. Maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not that much of a weeb, I promise.
Yo, keep track of maybe like let me know like a couple of weeks before the season ends, and then I'll try and catch up.
Before
and
the
then we can
season
talk about
ends,
it.
okay. Is this a big arc? Do we know? I don't know. This is
Kinda
like the
feeling-
second last arc, isn't
Demon
it?
Slayer fell.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've got no clue. I don't
know.
have no
I've never
clue.
read them. I'm
No.
sad. Yeah.
Oh, Love Is War ended the mango.
Oh shit! Don't tell me. I'm very invested in Love Is War.
Yeah, we'll watch that. All right. Speaking of
Alright.
investments, X-Men,
X-Men or If? Which one do you talk about first?
Amnesia X-Men.
Okay. X-Men 97. Now, this is the revival of the 90s X-Men show. I think I already gave teasers of what I feel about this show on previous
Yeah.
episodes because I've been watching it
Previously.
week to week. But finally, the boys have caught up and we have watched the entire season. All 10 episodes. Is it a good show? Is it a bad show? Who will know?
Only us.
Find
Let
out in the
us
next
Until
tell
you do.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I thought it was kind of cool, but also like, damn, this is very. They keep in the format of like old cartoons and just going through shit. Shit just happens, and shit happens to the show. You'd be like, damn, this thing happens, and oh, they fixed. I guess they didn't fix it, and on the next episode, different thing happened.
Not a sitcom, it's a sit.
Sorta. Well, as it like they're all self-contained, is that what you're saying?
Almost stuff.
Because, well, obviously not the last few episodes.
Yeah.
That's an arc. So yeah, the show's like, if you're familiar with a lot of the 90s like cartoons stuff, it's done in arcs, right? So you have like little stories. They kind of really fuck up midway through the show where they decide to do like one little story in an episode with another story that is part one of another arc. Do you remember that earlier in the thing?
I think
That was a weird one. But yeah.
put that next. Get that part one in the next.
Or just personally, that was my least favorite episode of the entire show anyway. I didn't like
Is that the which one?
the one with the game.
Oh, the video game.
Yeah. I mean, it's fan favorite characters from the 90s show and whatever continuation of that. But I never really liked it in the 90s show. But personally, I reckon this is a lot better than the 90s show.
Well, I haven't watched the show.
The 90s show is like, I don't think it holds up as well. I mean, the animation's obviously like so much better. Like, you don't even need to watch the 90s show to know. Like, obviously, this is better animation. Like, it's a lot more fluid. The action looks a lot better.
They have computers.
And I think the way they did the story, a lot of the story, actually, they did kind of keep that sort of thing. X-Men, the animated show, kind of, each episode kind of feeds into the next episode. They don't like resolve everything entirely in one episode. They'll kind of, parts will carry over to the next one. And they kind of do that in this show as well. Like, actually, maybe I should bring up we can go like kind of episode by episode.
All right.
I can smell it.
It's very cartoony that way, where it's like, oh,
I can smell it.
big thing happens, but it just happens in like 2 minutes.
Big thing happens.
It's a very
I mean, I
cartoony
don't think so in this show, to be honest. I don't, because like each episode's kind of longer than your average. Like they're more closer to 30 minutes than they are to 20 minutes. And they kind of all.
But like a good way of doing, like, all right, one big thing happens, spend the entire episode talk about the big thing, resolve it, done 20 minutes.
I think that like the entire second half of the
Sure, the second half is just
like
one
all
thing,
arc. Yeah. So the season does start off with kind of the introduction to the X-Men. Do you know who the X-Men are? I mean, you guys haven't seen the 90s show, so
no, but I know.
But you know, do you feel like you feel all caught up?
Somewhat.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Caught up.
You know the characters. Yeah.
You know, Mr. Bud.
I know pretty much all of them from the get-go. Mainly
from
from
what they were up to, like with Charles Xavier's gone and stuff
Yeah.
Well,
like
they
that.
go like Charles dead. So sad.
But not dead.
I didn't feel like I needed to catch up too much.
Yeah. So I think that's good, right? Positive.
For sure.
Yeah.
Most of my knowledge of the different places and people in this show are from the Deadpool video game.
Oh, I did not like that game.
Yeah.
I played that, but yeah. I mean, you also watched the movies, right?
The Deadpool movies.
Just X-Men.
Just X-Men movies.
Like the
some,
franchise, yeah.
Wolverine.
not all. Yeah.
I watched New Mutants.
That we did. We did that, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so the first episode, it introduces what's his name? The new guy.
The Brazil.
What's his name? It's like
Pedro.
5 spots or something.
Sunman.
Yeah, let's call him Sunman.
Human Torch.
Yeah. He's kind of like the new Jubilee, because like Jubilee in the 90s show was that first point of introduction for anyone coming into the show.
The new best.
To be like, yeah. What did you think of him?
He was very Brazil.
Was he? Okay.
He had no real character development.
He kind of does, though. He has like a whole thing to do with his parents and shit.
Yeah, but then it didn't get resolved, really.
I mean, dude,
He
he's
used to be
kind
like,
of
oh, my parents
because
kind
then
of don't
it leads him
care.
to making the choice at the end. Because remember when
Yeah,
they all
sure.
have a choice to either go one way or the other, and he goes
Yeah.
one way. You know,
But then he pussies out and be like, all right, sorry.
that's what everyone does.
That means he's not committing to his choice.
Well, because everyone has to learn, and that's what an arc is.
He didn't learn.
We did.
Be like, oh, people
Mamacita.
hate me.
Yeah.
But some of these people like me.
They not like me.
I think he's
They know,
cooler
like-
than Jubilee though, because he's got like cooler powers because he does like sun shit.
Yeah.
But
See,
Jubilee kind of still just does sparkly hands.
fire.
Yeah, little firework.
But Jubilee's a game.
Yeah, Jubilee's episode was like I didn't like it at all. That was the one episode I was like, nah, this one's
They
not
went
doing it
game.
for me. Well, let's okay. So the first episode it was like the X-Men fight like Sentinels and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like kind of just a throwback sort of to the very first episode of the
Okay.
Daddy Show, because that was like the same thing. I think it was like so the animation's like so fucking good, like so cool. It's so like big and explosions and like everything's so fluid and the camera's dynamic and shit.
Mm.
And like you know how Cyclops kind of fucking sucks in the movies.
Yeah,
Like, he's a little bitch in the movies. Cyclops is actually a real character in this, and he's
Yeah.
cool. And one of the first shots of Cyclops,
Real.
he jumps out of a fucking plane
Like
and
a
then
laser-
lasers the ground and does a super. That's fucking awesome. And he does cool stuff towards the end
Cool.
as well.
Whoa.
It's also full of funny 90s stuff, like when Cyclops says something and then goes not. And that made me chuckle. I was like,
I'm a
oh,
wife.
very 90s.
Nah.
Not my wife.
Oh yeah. The second episode, I personally loved it. It was the one with Magneto becoming the head of the X-Men, and then he has to
Oh, yeah.
he stands trial at the UN. Oh, and if you didn't already pick up on it, it's like adapting comic arcs, right?
Mm.
And it's doing it pretty faithfully
Okay.
to what I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was a great episode because it was like there's one of the continuous, I guess, themes throughout the entire season, right? It's like it's Magneto, right?
Yeah.
And Magneto is right. Fuck
He's
you, Charles
always
Xavier,
right.
you old
Also,
man.
Magneto kind of hot in this, not gonna lie.
Damn.
He do.
You like that old man Magneto energy, but not
Yeah, but he's
that
like a
old,
silver
kind of
fox
sexy.
type
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
Got that.
So that's what you're into.
Magnetization.
He's got that
you know?
magnetism.
He
Yeah,
can
that
attract.
magnetism. That like that song.
They not like
What's the song? I want you like
titanium.
the fucking song. Like a
Magnet? Like this time I want you.
That's
Yeah.
Magneto's themes.
Okay.
How does the dance go? You,
Yeah, something like that. And then,
like it's magnetic. Yeah.
yeah.
Why do I know
Magneto should do that.
it? Yeah.
True that.
Like it's Magneto.
But yeah, I thought that was a cool episode, and he kind of he shows his humanity and his mercy. He's like, yo, okay, I'll chill out for a
Because
bit.
I do it for Charles, but he's my one
Yeah,
day
full-
one OG.
Yeah.
So you should just become Professor Charles Dale Xavier and thing, so that Magneto can actually be attracted to you because bros become hoes.
Oh, and
Yeah.
there's also like a kind of storyline going throughout both of these episodes to do with like Cyclops and Jean and like they're having a child.
Yeah,
We'll get back to it, but
yeah.
I feel like their dynamic in this show is so interesting, and it's like
Mm.
I get this is sort of a kids show, but like this is like more complex stuff, like the actual relationship dynamics and shit, and also like the I guess the politics of the show in terms of like Magneto and humanity.
Hell,
And I feel like you don't really get that in kids shows
Mario.
usually. you
But
know?
they haven't been talking about that in the old show.
Yeah, but I feel like this one was more nuanced and done
No,
better.
okay, yeah.
You just have to take my word for that because
I'm guessing the old show is just Magneto going around and be like, "Fuck humans, fuck y'all."
It is nicely. This one actually gives Magneto like a full seasonal arc in terms of what he's doing. I feel like just in general in this season, I think they did really well, specifically with Magneto, Cyclops, and Jean. Probably, I feel like those are the big three.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just big me.
But which Jean?
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we're episode. By the way, in terms of how we do this in terms of non-spoilers, do you want to just like spoil up till the final 3 episodes, I guess, and then we'll talk about final 3 episodes and spoilers.
Yeah.
Joey.
Joey.
So yeah,
How you doing?
also a cool thing they do with the character of Morph. They kind of, because Morph can become anyone.
Yeah.
They do a lot of cool stuff with how Morph can kind of just be anyone in the Marvel
Transform.
universe. So he'll be like fucking, what's her name, Magic or whatever from New Mutants, the one with the arm
The
and the
Gathering.
He's in that. He was like Mr. Fantastic. He was the Hulk. Like yeah,
Morphin.
cool stuff.
Morpheus.
Mighty Morphin.
And he,
Power Rangers.
the character of Morph has also a bit of a subplot going on in the background. I don't know if you noticed, but it comes up in the final episode. But maybe that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit where it's like, oh, I hate Mr. Vampire guy.
No more Mr. Vampire.
That
guy.
might have been because Morph was taken by him.
Yeah.
Because
it was
Morph,
like,
in the 90s show, Morph is kind of just like taken and like not in it for a lot of the time and then returned to the team.
he was
He's just kidnapped.
He was Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Taken.
Episode 3, that's the one with the revelation that there is a clone of Jean Grey. And it's kind of interesting. The show will never tell you exactly when the cloning occurred, so it's up to you. Like, you could infer it yourself, but there's no right answer.
It happened.
But yeah, that
Plot
was a
convenience.
really interesting episode, I
Uh-huh.
think, because like
Yeah.
a lot of relationship dynamics, even with Wolverine as well, because you know how it's kind of like a bit of a love triangle,
Yeah.
but like,
But now
It's-
everyone
but,
can
yeah.
spread the love.
oh, will
'Cause they
they?
got food.
But yeah,
Smells like
But
fear.
also, Cyclops got cut, kind of, but not really, because it was all okay.
yeah. But yeah, I thought that was more complex narrative storytelling. You know, a lot of character motivations and shit. It's also a really cool horror episode because she becomes a
Oh, yeah,
goblin
spook-
queen and she's doing like spooky ass shit and stuff.
Goblin.
Goblin.
And just like
Fun.
Magneto, Goblin Queen, pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was a cool episode. Kind of played around with the genre of the show a bit, showing a bit more of the
Yeah. Oh,
horror
speaking of
side.
getting cut,
Yeah.
they did Gambit bad. And
What do you mean bad? It was so good.
no, as in like he,
It was so
See-
much. Did you cry?
no.
Did you cry? You did shed a tear.
Well,
Yeah.
that part was good, but also like
And I
he
guess there is a
deserves
context
better,
of like it's
man.
kind of been happening for the entire run of the 90s show, right?
he deserved better, man.
Well, there's a post-credit scene at the end of the show, but we'll talk about that
Yeah.
later. But yeah. All right. Then we got to the episode that I thought was the weakest. That was the Motendo Life Death Part 1. Motendo / Life Death Part 1, right? So it's like 2 episodes in one, which I don't really... Why would you ever do that? I don't understand that. It just takes the focus away.
Efficiency.
Motendo I thought was kind of a dumb... I guess like fans of the 90s maybe enjoy it more than me or whatever.
My
but
life is like a video game.
what did you guys think? You're video game kids.
We're
A
all
gamer.
video
In
game
gaming, I thought, wow.
gamers.
Gaming.
Yeah.
Yo.
Did you enjoy
What did they learn from the gaming?
Jubilee and Sunspot, that's the name, right?
The solar flare.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Sunspot.
Aurora Borealis.
They like kiss or something at the end.
Yes.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's why they're in a relationship for the rest of the season.
They'd be like, gaming, haha, I'm stuck in a video game, just like
Yeah.
real life. But no, because we hacking in the game.
Yeah, we put in those Gmod cheat codes. Fly out of it.
Wow. But if you die in the game, you die in real life. Like game.
Bro, if I died in game every time I died in real life, then I would be so alive dead right now.
So
It
life
was,
death.
it was
Life
okay, I
death.
guess.
Yeah.
Dead life.
And then I guess, all right, then you get like the second half of the episode, which is the life death part 1, which is like to do with how Storm loses her powers.
Yeah.
So she meets up with Forge,
Yeah.
and
See,
they
that was
get the
a-
most rushed relationship in the history of
George.
storytelling.
True, but it was a good
Georgie.
arc for Storm. Like, damn, powers ain't shit.
I didn't like it. It was just so rushed. I was just like,
But they
what
have
is
funny
this?
owl demon.
They
Right,
do,
very
and then they cut
random.
away. They like the episode ends, and then wait for it. What's the next episode? Take a guess. Not life death part 2. Let's take a
Yeah.
break and do one of the most important episodes in the entire show in the middle of it, and that's the Genosha episode. Remember it, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I reckon, episode 5 probably the best of the entire show.
Mm.
Did you
That's where
cry?
that's the UN
Mm.
thing. What was it?
Man, I was like tearing up, man. I mean, this is actually from this point. Should we go spoilers? Maybe.
All right.
All right.
Spoilers.
We'll go spoiler zone for this one. Yeah, what happened? What happens in Genosha?
They were chilling, man.
With all the
They died.
mutants just hanging out. They're doing like a thing with like the UN,
The UN's like,
You
yeah,
know-
you can live here, I guess. Get boat.
and they're like,
Motherfucker.
yeah, humans and mutants, we can get along. You know, it's just like old man Charles said back
Let's
in the day.
do it.
But there were no humans in there, just that one UN lady. That's why they bombed it.
Well, yeah, that was a representative from the UN.
And they go boom.
And then, so yeah, in terms of they'll be building this thing where kind of a love triangle between Gambit, Rogue, and Magneto.
Yeah, but Gambit was losing from the start.
Well, he had the upper hand, kind of in the way that like they'd been not really been together, but been flirtatious throughout the
Yeah.
entire 90s
But
run.
you know,
Right?
as soon as Magneto's there, Rose flipped the switch, bro. He got that Magneto
And
magnetism.
yeah,
yeah,
you can't even argue with that
I
because
can't argue with
Magneto's
that,
pretty
you know.
sexy, mate.
But
And
yeah,
I guess they
Gambit,
could
you know.
like touch hands or whatever. And then Gambit says that thing about like the love is deeper than skin or something. You're like,
Oh my god.
and then
bro.
they like kind of go. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's okay. We can just be friends. Which I feel like is so much more growth that's ever happened in the night, because the 90s run is kind of like it'll be a recurring bit for the show, right? But they're not going to really make any massive changes towards their relationship. But straight up, that's kind of what I like about this entire show. Is kind of like a lot of stuff just straight up happens. Like the Jean and Scott relationship. It's just been like a dating thing for the entire thing. But now they're like, oh wait, we're having kids. We're moving. Things feel like they're moving
Immediate
forward.
divorce.
Immediate divorce.
So
But
gonna
yeah.
step back now.
So she's like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna be with my daddy Magneto now, sexy Magneto.
Yeah.
But then it's actually really complex because like she meets up with Magneto and they dance together and they kiss or whatever. And she's like, actually, nah, Gambit was right. I don't, just because like
Just because you're hot.
just it was kind of was though,
Yeah.
because like it's more like their physical relationship
Yeah.
more than their actual relationship. And then right as she realizes that Gambit is her true love, freaking cable portals out of a portal because it reveals he's stuck in a time loop thing.
Yeah.
To see his mummy, who is
G
the
number 2.
Gene 2, who they call Madeline Pryor.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, you better get out before something happens. And holy shit, sentinels popping out everywhere. And then they blow up Genosha. And everyone dies.
Man,
Well, not everyone. But,
man.
oh no.
Oh,
A lot of
man.
real stuff. And it's a direct reference to 9/11, by the way. Did you know
There
that?
was no tower.
Yeah, that's not the point. It was meant to be like the big 9/11 of the universe. They use like
guess,
some
yeah,
symbolism
true.
towards the end to do with
But
like,
without the towers, it ain't a true 9/11 reference. That's what I'm saying.
No, but they had like
the statues, I guess.
actual and references
statues
to
of,
9/11
Charles and Eric.
and like the destruction and people like lifting people out and stuff.
That's
and
just
it was-
every tragedy.
No,
What the
no, no.
fuck?
They got specific imagery. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember.
Huh, okay, so they referenced.
Well, I'm
Use
saying that what
9/11
they
as a
actually, the creators
reference.
actually said
Alright.
is 9/11 is the
Alright,
it was the
alright,
inspiration
alright.
for that, and also like another tragedy, I believe, like
9/11
like at a
part
pride
2.
rally or something,
Okay.
that sort of thing. Yeah,
Dum, 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 dum,
but yeah, this is the
dum,
9/11
Sure,
of
it's the
the
9/11
X-Men universe.
of the mutant world.
Yeah, and it's pretty fucking like I think they handled it really fucking well. Like, and this is the part where like it's not a kids show at this point anymore because like so many fucking people just die and it like shows shit and stuff. It's pretty grim.
I guess they wouldn't show that. Be like they.
Yeah. And our man Gambit dies, and it was very sad because Rogue, because you know, Rogue's powers to do with like touching and stuff, and then she's like,
Yeah.
I can't feel you anymore. And I was like, no.
Dead man.
Yeah. I was waiting for a comedy show, and then I was just sobbing because I was like, no, Gambit's
Were you
dead.
in line?
People, huh?
Were you in line?
No, I was sitting down.
Oh, okay.
It was at the
Should have watched
Palais
it at
Theatre or
the
whatever.
comedy.
yeah.
So they'd be like, boring ass comedy.
Sad.
Well, I was
That's
I
sad.
was watching it like in the seats. Wait, like
Oh, okay.
in the actual show.
Yeah.
But
The sad scene, yeah,
Damn.
And
it affects you.
I thought, damn, Gambit, shit, man, shouldn't have been you. Should have been Rogue.
Nah, Rogue's a cool character.
Yeah,
And,
but
like, they
she
give her,
realized
like-
too late.
She also gets like a pretty big kind of revenge thing
Yeah,
going forward. All right.
then she became race.
Huh?
No, she became right. Okay, shut the fuck up. Magneto's
Yeah.
right. You're some
I
Charles
know,
Xavier
but
type cunt.
yeah, I'm still
Nah, get
playing
the fuck outta here.
the good cop card here. This Charles Xavier card.
Yeah.
See, Eric survived, did he? No, he died for a bit. Then he was like, "Oh, I'm back."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Fuck them humans this time." There he goes. I'm gonna do my thing.
But firstly, the next episode is Life Death Part 2. You liked it more than me. You want to talk about that one?
They fight Owl.
They fight an owl. And she gets the powers back.
Wow.
Yes, with the power of believing and the magic serum from Big Man.
Vogue,
That was
daddy.
true. The relationship between them was kind of weird, but crazy things happen in the desert, man. Mad Max.
Where in the desert? As a country, not
Sure.
we're not currently in a desert. I mean,
Why do you think
Well, Australia is the
we live in this economy? We live in the desert. That happens. They fight crazy owl for no reason because the owl just decided, haha, time to fuck you over.
yeah. All right, and then the next episode, Bright Eyes. It's the one where it's kind of the setup for the final arc, right?
Yeah.
The X-Men are trying to find Bolivar Trask. You might remember him from Days of the Future Past.
Man
He's
with
the guy
a,
who creates the Sentinels, yeah.
yeah.
And Rogue goes on her like
Rogue mission.
rogue mission with a cameo from a
Whoa.
certain Avenger.
Whoa.
Oh, also in the Genosha episode, I forgot to mention. Apparently, the Watcher's in it from What If.
Huh.
So canon.
Oh.
Well, what if this says anything might? 'Cause
But
it's a what
like
if
I think it's
situation.
it's within the multiverse, right?
Sure.
So potential crossovers, such as Captain America appearing, and he's voiced by the guy who voices Captain America in What If.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes like, "This ain't for America, babe. This for just." He's
This
like,
for-
"Fuck you, America, dog."
America dog.
And it kind of reveals that I believe that Sinister is teamed up with a new villain, right? And they're behind it. And who's that new villain?
The man with the goatee.
The man with the goatee.
Bastion.
Goat Lord.
What did you
Bastion
guys think?
from
I mean,
Overwatch.
Sinister's an old villain from the 90s show, but Bastion's, well, he's from the comics, obviously. The whole, like, last arc or whatever is just directly the comics. What do you think of Bastion? I thought he was a really cool villain.
Yeah, but what was this thing again? It was just like, Charles came to me as a kid and I didn't like him. Fuck Charles.
What?
What was his motivation?
I got this techno virus one from the future and stuff, and like, I'm the future and fuck mutants.
Because like he was like, oh, Charles came to me. He thought I was a mutant, but I was not. So fuck him and fuck his mutant.
Yeah,
Wow. Insightful.
Wow.
What a great human being.
that's kind of real.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like the cool kid, man. I wanted to
Oh,
be
there's
like
also
you.
a great moment where Rogue throws dude off the building, and she was absolutely gonna kill that man.
See, that's character.
Yeah,
Mm.
that goes pretty hard. But then he comes back as a zombie,
Yeah.
and then the next 2 episodes are basically zombie apocalypse, bro.
It was.
Yeah.
But with power viruses in your system. Don't.
So yeah, this is the Tolerance's Extinction arc, where the power goes. So there's a couple of things going on. Magneto's like, "Ayo, fuck the humans. I'ma do my own thing.
Yeah.
I'ma hop up to Asteroid M for a bit, and chill and whatever." And the power's gonna go out.
So I turned off the magnets.
I did all my magnets shit. Oh, Charles is coming back from his side
Sex
plot.
adventures and space.
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew about the whole Leandra and romance thing.
But how did he get in space if he died?
He did die.
Well,
It was
did he
mislead.
get teleported to space? That is thing.
He just got flown up by the aliens.
Because they were like, damn, he kind of sex.
Yeah.
I think they
hook
did I swear they did a recap at the start of what happened to him.
No, they just said he died.
Did they show him in bed, like in the hospital bed, and then they
Maybe. I just thought that was funeral or something.
No, because the X-Men know he's not dead. And that's why they talk about like when Cyclops is like, "I would take over the X-Men," or he's taken over the X-Men, but while Charles is away.
They
It's
just
like
kept saying
humanity
Charles
thinks
is
Charles
gone.
is dead. It's
Charles
only-
is gone. So sad.
Yeah, but it's not. Charles isn't dead.
Oh,
It's only the
fine.
humans who think he's dead, but the X-Men know he's alive.
And they go, fake news. Charles is not dead.
Yeah, that happens at
Fake
one point.
news
I'm pretty
media.
sure. The
And
media's like,
then they use that as a reason. All right, fuck the mutants
Yeah.
again. They lied.
they lied.
I thought Charles was dead.
Untrustworthy.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's actually a bunch of little things going on. Magneto's gonna do his own thing. Bastion's doing his whole make the mutants extinct plan with all the Sentinels and all the Sentinel zombies. I think the Sentinel zombie thing is such a cool idea. Turning all the humans into
Sentinel hybrid
Sentinels.
fellas with
Yeah.
the virus.
Hey, yeah.
yeah.
Why does he hate the mutants again?
It's something to do with his like mom or something,
Because
right?
Ma said no to Charles. So I say no to you, Charles.
Or does he blame
Something like
Did he
that.
blame the mutants for his illness or something?
So he has the virus.
Yeah.
But that virus made him who he is.
But also he's doing it not for himself but for the future because he just thinks he's the future
Yeah.
because he's based on the future and the past colliding, right? That's his whole deal.
Yeah. Whatever that means. So he's just a dumbass villain, in my opinion.
It's just something real prosaic.
I honestly kind of need to rewatch this last arc because it had so much stuff going on.
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
he has
that guy kind of dumb.
Nah, he has more motivation. I just can't remember, to be honest.
My ma said no. So no.
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 Yeah, that happens.
No.
Charles be like, fuck y'all. Not Charles. Eric. And then Charles came back from his sex party. He's like, "What's up, y'all? It's Charles, baby."
Oh, he was in UFO bar.
He was in
No.
the UFO.
Yeah, yeah.
Or actually, before that, he was like, "I'm gonna marry this nice lady from space."
Leandra, yeah.
And then the sister was like, "Fuck you, you were earthling motherfucker." He's like, "Yeah, but now I can walk with a suit of armor, bitch." And
Walk
she's
it.
like,
Walk
"Not," and then made him cripple again.
Yeah.
Wow, how everything happens.
So yeah, big stuff going on. Powers out. Zombies everywhere.
See, is the space people gonna come back
I don't know.
to pick up Charles? All right, come back to the sex.
I don't know. Oh, we got like a few cameos and stuff as well. We had
Yeah.
like Spider-Man from the 90s Spider-Man show. Iron Man from the 90s Iron Man show.
You got Daredevil.
Daredevil from an unreleased show
Mm.
based on like the concept art for that. Cloak and Dagger.
Mm.
Who else was there? Black Panther.
Yeah.
But it was T'Chaka, not T'Challa.
Mm.
Mm.
I feel like the Dora Milaje in that, I think they're based on the MCU Dora Milaje, right? They seem to be wearing the same
So.
armor.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Was there anyone else I'm missing? Oh, Mary Jane, Peter Parker, and Flash show up
Oh yeah.
from the 90s show, which actually gives the 90s show an ending as well.
No.
'Cause it means that Spider-Man found them in the multiverse through Madam Web. Long story.
Oh,
But yeah.
closing up hope.
Madam Web, Dakota Johnson
Madam
was in
Web.
this movie. Whoa.
You see Alpha Force and I think X Factors. You see a few X-Men teams.
Yeah.
And Silver Samurai in Japan. Yeah. So then the mutants divide Civil War style.
Yeah. We got the fuck the humans team and the Charles is back team, or almost back. Then he
Yeah.
come back,
And then they have conflict.
and then Charles they be like, "Eric, remember what I said?"
I really like that whole thing where he's like battling Magneto in his mind.
He literally just be like, "Eric, remember when you were in the Holocaust?" And Eric's like, "Yeah, fuck you."
And he's like, I can't see my family.
Then Charles is like, "Yeah, take that, bitch.
Yeah.
You're in the Holocaust."
Well, he does more than that.
And he goes, "I love you."
Yeah.
Mwah.
I shifted so much. They're so cute, so
Yeah.
yeah.
They always been the number one couple series X-Men will.
Yeah. Oh, a cool thing was Magneto ripping out Wolverine's skeleton.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Rest in banana Wolverine.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, and the thing with Morph. Morph likes Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were just bestie.
Nah.
No.
He says, I love you at the end. But in the form of Jean Grey.
That's kind of fucked up more.
Because he's like,
I wish I was Jean.
yeah, basically.
Dang.
Yeah. Can we get a Morph Wolverine romance?
Mr. Jack. No, Mr. Jack. Wolverine is gonna be like, all right, only if you stay as Jean.
Yeah.
Then I'll fuck.
Oh yeah, Madeline Pryor got killed off, by the way. Forgot to mention
Oh,
that in the
yeah.
Genosha attack.
But they got the real Jean.
Yeah.
So wouldn't Wolverine just go with the real Jean?
What do you
More-
say?
No, the real Jesus is Cyclops, okay?
No, but Cyclops hates the real Jean. He only likes the fake.
No, they kind of come to a... They come to a...
They'd be like, all right, you're not as bad. I thought.
There's
Real
actually
Jean.
a very touching scene where they telepathically link up with Cable and they're like, yo, son, I'm sorry, but we're about to finna die.
Yeah.
We love you. Yeah. What else? What else? Yeah, so they defeat Sinister by doing funny time shit, and his face gets all ugly. And it was very funny because he goes over to Morph and he's like, "What does my face look like?" And then he morphs into the face and he goes, "This it's
Yeah.
just about the same."
Yeah.
That was like, damn, very funny.
Then it ends.
Bastion kind of doesn't really get defeated, but he's like blasted away when
Yeah.
because the asteroid blows up, and basically they're going to do an Age of Ultron Sokovia falling on Earth type beat.
Hmm.
But Magneto wakes up and stops that from happening.
Magnetism.
And that basically resolves all of the seasonal arc shit. But then, out of nowhere, whoa, magic! The entire asteroid is like teleported through time, and the X-Men are scattered through 2 different timelines.
that.
We've got, in the future, Wolverine, Morph, Cyclops, Jean Grey. And in the past, we've got
The
the others. And who's that in the past? Who were we introduced to?
some.
That's Apocalypse. Yeah. And in the future, they're introduced to Cable as a child and his
Little
homies.
Cable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's obviously setting up for season 2.
Yeah.
Also, Forge has been trying to locate the X-Men, and then he meets up with Bishop, who is also a time traveler like Cable.
See, wasn't he the guy that was there
Yeah.
who took
In the scene.
little Nathan to the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get a post-credit scene of Apocalypse picking up Gambit's card with the implication that Gambit will come back as a villain. That's one of the 4 horsemen of
Bad boy.
Apocalypse. All right, that's the entire show summed up pretty much. You love it? Did you hate it?
Wow.
And give a verdict.
Let's give it I thought interesting things happening. Another X-Men moment. Look good. Some stories would be kind of cool. Magneto. Hot. 7 out of 10.
Hot Boy Summer 7.5.
Yeah, I reckon good ass show. Better than the previous cartoon. Pacing sometimes a bit weird, but they did the final arc was so fucking good. Incredible shit. I can't believe they did X-Men 9/11.
They
So I give
did.
this one an 8 out of 10.
97.11.
So 7.5 grand
Hell
total.
yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do a really quick
Movie.
review of the movie.
If we are even going to do it.
Yep.
Looks like we are.
If.
If the movie starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Ryan Reynolds and the guy from The Office and Kid.
Yeah, it's directed by John and written by John Krasinski.
Mm-hmm. It's a
His
movie.
Second
was
film
friends
after
with a rock.
Quiet Place.
This is my friend Rocky. He's a rock.
I call him Dwayne.
Did you like it?
I thought it was a little neat movie, I guess. Yeah.
It existed. Yeah. Much like the very existing things in it.
I see what you do. Cause they ain't real.
But what if they are?
I pulled that one
What
out of my
if-
ass. Is that real?
If it-
What if this entire time you've been talking to nobody?
Nobody but you.
In the camera, you would see me talking to 2 empty chairs.
Well, yeah, and then anyone who's like, oh, that podcast you do, they're just like trying to go along with it to make you feel not so bad about yourself.
Mm-hmm. You're all figments of my imagination.
Actually, the footage is just you getting up and going to each chair.
Oh, I'm doing you. Yeah. That'd be crazy though.
Wow, you really hated that Mario movie, didn't you?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
inner Jack.
You really love The Sopranos.
Yeah,
oh,
I
wait, that's
thought
actually you watching it.
It was
Yeah.
pretty good kids movie for kids. Don't think it's really fun for adults, probably.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Except funny moment. My theater was packed full of families, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the front, in front of the giant screen, 2 kids were just like fucking playing, just like running around.
With
On
the
their scooters
parents
and shit.
on
I don't know.
scooters.
Yeah,
Why they bring scooters in there?
I don't know.
What?
Don't really know.
And like them razor scoot 'em up.
I don't know.
How you gonna let them do that in a movie? You know what I mean? You're
Hey,
gonna do
I
that
think
to a
this
go-kart.
movie was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Cute little movie.
Did the kids
It's not
clap and
great
laugh?
though. Like, no. Everyone was silent through that. Oh, this movie's not funny. Just like straight up, this movie isn't funny. I don't think there's any jokes in the movie.
Yeah.
If there are jokes, they don't work. No one laughed in this movie.
I
No.
think
was dead
the main bit
silence.
was just like Ryan Reynolds hates life. Or his character.
I actually thought Ryan Reynolds did a pretty good job because
Yeah.
he's not as zany as I thought he was gonna be. Because I guess I was just really hyped for
Meow.
Deadpool, but
Yeah.
he's not. He's very
Well, his character's not supposed to be
Yeah.
gay.
he's very jaded.
Yeah, he's old man mode.
Very topaz.
He's also very there's like a twist that comes with him that is very obvious from the get-go, like
Yeah.
since he's introduced.
'Cause
Did
if
you see
not-
that twist coming?
Because if not, I was just thinking if he's not part of the imaginary world,
Wait,
he's just
we're gonna spoilers.
he's just a random old man.
Yeah, because I think it's just weird if you just see this random man with this kid everywhere. And I was playing an experiment with myself and going, does he interact with anyone else in the scenes at all? And yeah. Anyway. Also, I like John Krasinski in this. I thought he was a great dad, except for one moment where you know how he's like the funny, goofy dad guy?
Yeah.
At one point, he sits the daughter down and says in his funny, goofy way, ha ha ha, remember when your mum died? And then, like, now I'm going to the surgery, it kind of reminds you of when your mum died, and you kind of, like, scared about that. Ha 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 ha. And I was like, this is such an awkward delivery, what the fuck?
That's
I don't think it's our joke. I
real.
think that's meant to be serious, but, okay.
It's just
Maybe it's
conveying
a-
awkwardness. You know, it's just
accurate
human nature,
portrayal
man.
of comedic attempt in real life.
No.
It's just life, man.
I do like what they do with him at the end and kind of make it like he's the inspo for the movie in a way. It's they do a cute thing with him at the end,
Yeah.
and I did enjoy that because I think he was good in the movie. I think the standout performance in the film is actually the girl. I think
Yeah.
she was incredible in the movie, like straight
Yes.
up. She's got that, like, I guess comedic time, not really comedic. Like the movie's not. She's got that fun. She's also
Mhm.
can do like the emotional stuff and like, I think effectively. And I thought she was the best part, probably.
Yeah, sure.
They do a weird thing with her character though, because she's like very jaded at the start, and then something she's not, and then Ryan Reynolds is the really jaded guy.
True. Like I'm
And then
a
he has to
grown
learn
up
to
kid
grow
now,
through her
but
or
then
whatever.
she's like, wow, magic. Yeah.
Whoa, are you saying this isn't real? You saying this magic?
Only if you believe it to be so.
It's all gathering.
Well, the implication is kind of it is real because one of the characters acknowledges another character at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know the plot's not very complex. It's just like she's like, "Wow, what if I help this Ryan Reynolds guy get all the imaginary friends back with their children?"
Old children.
I feel like it's kind of similar to I don't know, fucking Toy Story 3 maybe.
Yeah. Toy Story type.
Which I think it was better done there. This does have its cute moments though. Like this, I don't think this is a bad movie by any means. I do think this is a good movie. I don't think it's a very good movie, but I think it's a good
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
and one for the kids. You know, they've got good themes of growing up.
But not letting go your imagination. Or
Yeah. there's at one point they introduced this fucking kid in the hospital bed, and I was just like, stop talking. For the entire time he was in the movie,
Yeah.
I kept going, stop talking.
He only said that because he was a.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the movie looks pretty good. Like the CGI is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
all
it's
the
not great,
buddies.
but I think for the most part, everyone looks good.
Yeah, all the buddies look.
Yeah, all the buddies
alright.
look good.
They go to the magical buddy
And
world.
I don't. Sometimes with the character Blue, I don't know whether I find him overly annoying or like just fine. He kind of
Blue.
walks the line. Sometimes
So
he's
it's like,
fucking
yeah.
annoying,
Hey,
Shout out
there's life,
Blue.
man.
but he does have like a cute moment at the end with
Yeah.
It is a cute movie. I think like it's
Yeah,
not bad. Like you know.
it happened.
Funny scenes where you follow old man Ryan Reynolds into an abandoned
He's
amusement
not that
park.
old. You can call him old man. He's not like
Oh, he's like 40 or some shit.
yeah. That's not that old, bro.
That's double my age, bro.
Bro, I was literally talking to someone today. I was like, I could not have told you were 10 years older than you look. And he was
Dang,
like,
yeah.
ah, shut the fuck up. I'm old as shit, man. You don't gotta give me that.
Well, midlife man
Yeah.
going to abandon the amusement park and telling little girl, go in the basement.
Yeah.
You find some magical people. And she did.
She did.
Wow.
I liked the part where she kind of transforms it as well. That was kind of creative and cool. And it factors into the ending with the kind of twist thing.
Yeah.
How she can kind of like, with her mind, change the appearance of places. And I guess the movie kind of, all of that main plot is meant to distract from other stuff that's going on in her life, I guess.
Like father.
Yeah. But I never really feel like, I don't know, what's the message around that though? Is it like
Use your imagination.
to distract from what's going on in your real life? Is it the
Yeah.
message kind of?
Probably just like, don't worry about it.
Forget
worry
about
It does
that.
feel a little bit like that. And the ending of the movie is kind of dumb. Can we? We'll make the point
Yeah,
to jump
I
to
know.
spoilers, right? She gets home from her big quest and she's feeling good. And then the mom's like, "We have to get to the hospital. Oh my god!" The grandma, sorry, it's like we gotta go to the
Grandma.
hospital. Blah blah blah. But the dude's fine. Like there was no problem. I don't get what was the rush or whatever. Like she walks in
Yeah.
and the hospital is like, "Oh, your dad's just been through a bit. They let him have a little sleep." But there's no emergency.
And
Maybe
then
what
the,
did the
the-
hospital
the
called it?
assumption was he's going through a procedure, but the procedure's done. He's like, yeah, I'm chilling.
But the grandma's like thinking like your dad might not be okay or some shit.
The
she
grandma's
says.
just late to the phone call.
And that's because she has
Yeah.
dementia.
Maybe.
Well, I assume they called her up, be like, all right, the dad's going through quick little surgery. So, come over, yeah?
I thought the implication was like bro's about to fit a drop dead, bro. It's like
Well, yeah, I
fucking-
guess that's
yeah,
the emergency there. The sense of urgency.
yeah,
And then that's when she comes in and be like, damn, dad, don't die.
yeah.
Why you play me like that?
I feel like though, in terms of the way in the themes, right? You've got basically the daughter kind of coming to terms with mortality a little bit,
Yeah.
and like overcoming her trauma of like when the mum dies or whatever. And then on the other side, it's like when you grow up, you might forget about your imaginary friends. There is I feel like two completely separate things.
True.
And it kind of doesn't really blend very well at the end.
Hmm.
Though
Oh.
I did kind of tear up a little bit towards this. It has a pretty.
It
It's
touches deep.
manipulative. This fucking movie. Okay, it has
Oh.
cute moments, and it's like, well, fuck you. You don't deserve
Yeah.
these cute moments all the time.
You can link that from the mortality to the immortal imaginary friends.
Linky,
I
linky.
guess so.
And how they'll stay there forever and they'll have to suffer the curse of immortality. Even when their children are no longer here. They're
Well,
still
apparently,
there.
if their children no longer believe in them, they just disappear. Isn't that good?
Then why are they still there?
They said they're about to disappear.
Then what about the old man bear?
I don't know.
He's immortal.
The logic in the movie doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay, that's yeah,
Yeah.
He's just burying in there.
yeah.
Ha.
Oh, there is
Uh,
a cute post-credit montage with him because the
Yeah.
actor passed away.
Oh, I know why. Because
Yeah.
his kid has dementia. He keeps forgetting to forget the bear.
Also, I wasn't really understanding because they kind of recreate memories, right, to get the red glow thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But never felt like the fucking actual adult remembered the actual fucking imaginary friend. I thought it was just the
True.
memories associated, right? Until the grandma at the end looks directly and talks to the imaginary friend.
Yeah.
But no one else does that. So the logic, I don't feel like the logic of the movie holds up if you think about it.
I mean, later on, the other characters be like, "Oh, I see."
Who?
Like the hospital lady and then the fucking office lady.
Oh yeah, at the end, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, true.
Yeah.
But that, how does that, like, how come the dudes from before when they did the red glow thing didn't see them?
They're distracted.
I thought it was like, because I thought it was like the vibes and the memories less of the
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
imaginary friend, and
Yeah,
then
true,
they kind
and
of
then-
made it the actual thing at the end.
At the end, they didn't have to do the vibe.
Yeah.
The power of
Creepies.
friendship.
Oh, and Ryan Reynolds is the
Butthole.
imaginary friend from when she was a kid. And that was pretty
He was the
obvious. I forgot to mention
clown.
that. He was a
Mhm.
clown. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's cute. It's a dumb twist. It's like an easy one. Yeah, it's one for the kids, I guess.
Yeah.
Overall, I feel like this movie had themes, but they didn't come together very well. The plot was kind of dull.
Yeah.
There were good performances, good visual effects. It had some cute moments. Were those moments really earned? Not really. And yeah, I feel like for a movie that's like big emotions, you need to be able to really connect stuff together thematically and kind of build that. And you kind of just go for a little bit more of cheap. We'll play the emotional music. We'll get the actors crying, and we'll get, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. I
Kinda
think it's also a testament to how well the little girl acts. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think she was really good. Yeah.
Hmm.
This kind of shit that would make me cry if I was like 6 years old again, like how I cried when Wally was about to die.
Damn.
That's actually sad. I'm
That
like,
is
this.
actually
Where's
sad.
Wally?
Yeah,
Where is Wally?
Wally's the last motherfucker from the trash compactor race, bruh.
No, they made big ones later.
Yeah, he revived the race by fornicating with the other robot.
Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No,
I guess
but
putting
the-
batteries in the other fellas, I guess.
No, but there were big trash compactors in the spaceship.
Oh, that's his cousins, bruh.
But distant and descendants, distant
Yeah.
descendants.
All right, let's wrap. Verdict.
A 1, a 2, a 3 to the 4. Burrito rap. Yeah, this movie, a kids movie, man. It had some funny bits, I guess, and some unfunny bits. Kid did good. Story in post inspection, as Jackman said, don't make sense too much in the grand scheme of the whole movie, but encapsulated on its own things, on its
Hey.
own bits.
Kid logic.
Got the friends, you got the dying dad. Boom. Immortality, the curse of life. Yet we are bound in this existence. 6 out of 10.
What was the fucking trend during like the middle of last year? That fucking sand curse, the curse of something. Poseidon's curse was the fucking well, there was water everywhere. One.
Sandman curse.
Sure. Good job, kid. I don't know. I enjoyed it. 6.
6. Me too. All right.
Hooray!
You want to wrap up?
We want to
Rap
rap.
again.
To the outro. To the outro.
Alright, everybody,
Burrito.
if you have any thoughts about the shows and things we watched in this one, write in the comments section, ping us on the emails.
Free and
DM
holy
us.
things at gmail.com. If you have a roommate for Jack, or if you are the roommate for Jack, maybe you should kiss and make up with Jack and email us at free.unholy.things at gmail.com.
DM us at @unholypod on Instagram. And TikTok. Watch the TikTok. yeah, follow us there. Listen to more of our episodes and upcoming episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcast, on the Unholy Trinity podcast. And what are we watching next week?
Wow. Raggy.
We're watching Velma
Ray.
season 2 and Furiosa. And if you haven't seen Fury Road, which I know you guys haven't watched Fury Road as well.
Yeah.
Fury. Furries. We're gonna watch furries.
All right, see you guys next week.
Bye.
Ah.